Hi, I'm Dave Koji, and this is another episode in the Improving Through Mentoring series. This is episode 7, 8 tips to becoming an email master. And if you haven't done so already, in the description is a link to sign up to become a mentor or a mentee so you can join our mentoring program to help those struggling entrepreneurs out there, those small business owners that want to improve. So we're looking for both mentors if your business is successful and also mentees if you are looking for some help. So 8 tips, so episode 7, 8 tips to becoming an email master. Now this is not an all-inclusive list. This is not everything you can do to become an email master, but just 8 tips that you can use. And there's no rhyme or reason, no order here. Just listed some things that I think you can help you in your business, as email, especially internally, can be a barrier to getting to the right answer, to eliminate a lot of the noise within the communication within your company. And a lot of people are doing email wrong, which is really causing issues, can cause issues in your business. And we want to make sure that you're utilizing email correctly so your business is not so focused on relying on email so much, but if you are using email, you're using it properly. That's very important. So number 1 is, and again, we're going to be jumping around here, there's no rhyme or reason here to the list here. 1 is provide the future ask. Provide the future ask. So what that means is if you are being emailed and someone is requesting something from you, if a customer is asking you for a piece of information, so let's say that they're asking you, how many Twitter follows did I get last month? Okay. Provide the future ask. Be one step ahead. So what you should provide is not only last month's Twitter followers that you've gained, but provide all the social media accounts followers, the increase in followers. And on top of that, maybe provide a year-to-date view of those followers as well. So the point here is think about what the future ask would be, or how can you even supplement what you're providing to provide the information that would really help them. So provide the future ask. Number two, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. If you are emailing back and forth with someone and it exceeds 3 emails, pick up the phone and ask. Or pick up the phone and ask what else can you help them with, I should say. Email should not be a way to go back and forth with someone. It's not meant for that. If you're exceeding 3 emails, or if you know that the topic of your email is of a complex nature, or not complex nature, but also of a sensitive nature, if it's about a performance issue, about anything like that, email could be interpreted very, very wrongly. Okay, so pick up the phone if it's a complex situation that you should be discussing. Don't get lazy and do an email. If an email chain exceeds 3 emails, you want to pick up the phone, because obviously something's wrong. You're not connecting. You're not on the same page. And if it's a sensitive nature. Number 3, make sure proper structure. So proper structure. Every email will be different. There are informal or formal emails. But in a general sense, you want proper structure in your email. So in the email body, I should say. So, number 1, or I should say A, you want to state the purpose of the email up front. Why are you emailing them? That should be the first thing you're asking for. Okay? So an email is a way to sometimes gather information you need. In a business role, you don't want to be ambiguous as far as what the ask is. So what is it that you want? Right in the beginning, Steve, I'm looking for some reports from 2016. Got it. B, provide detail about what you're looking for. Okay? What exactly do you want from those reports? Right? If you say, I look for financial report 2016, you send what you have, that's not very good. It's inefficient. Right? As you can see, if you're sending that to one of your employees, any example where it's an ambiguous ask, it's going to take time. They can send you the wrong things. They may not follow up to clarify. Purpose of the email: provide the detail and put a time frame. When do you need it? When do you need that? Let them know. Give all the information that you would want. Think about if you're getting a request. What would you want from the receiver? From the sender, in order for you to properly provide and fulfill that person's request. So what's the purpose? Give some detail around it and a time frame. Number 4, proper instruction. Proper instruction when dealing with or sending a mass email. So let's say that you are managing a very big project tracking log, and there's a lot of requesters on there, and you want them to do something. Be very, very specific with directions. Again, you want to put the proper structure, what you're asking for, the details of the ask, and the time frame, but go beyond that. Especially with a large audience, you don't want any interpretation, and you don't want 50 emails coming back to you asking, what should I do? Be extremely clear. Provide step-by-step directions. Put screenshots of what you're looking for. Whatever. Make sure it's extremely detailed. Number 5. Be brief. Right before E. So be brief. Again, if you're writing paragraphs and paragraphs of an email, pick up the phone, because what you really are looking to achieve is going to be lost in translation. They're probably going to want to call you and discuss it anyway. So if you have this huge email, whatever it might be requesting, guarantee they're going to have questions, and it's going to start this email chain going back and forth. If you have a complex request, you should pick up that phone. Be brief. If you're asking for something simple, if you're sharing a document in a SharePoint and someone has it checked out, if you want to send an email, it might be better off using Instant Messenger if you have one. But hey, I need to get in that report. Can you check it back in, or you're all set? Brief, simple things should be used by email, or even using email to confirm a fact, or to make sure that you're getting someone's accountability by requesting their approval or something like that for record. That's also good for email. Number 6. Obviously, I'm going fast through these. I could talk about these in much more detail, but just giving you some things that you could use. Number 6. Ask yourself, would a phone call or conference call instant message be better? So with a phone call, I mentioned this up here, but the brief. And I have terrible handwriting. Instant message be better. So would a phone call instant message be better? We talked about phone calls already, but let's talk about instant messaging. Either you have something in Google, or you have some type of internal instant messaging system. I'm sure you do to some degree. Think to yourself, would it be better to instant message the person if they're online, if they're on your chat or whatever you have? Would it be better to email them and save an email? How urgent is it? A lot of times if you have a very urgent thing, you want to call them, of course, but you can instant message as well. So don't rely on people, and don't think that they're waiting for your email. So if you have something urgent or you need an answer quickly, even my example about checking back in a document in SharePoint, that could be easily done via instant messaging. Probably a better way to do that. But people are not waiting for your email. People get tons of emails because email's misused, and they have a sea of emails and they may not get to your email until after in the evening time, and that for you it's too late. Instant message, if they're online, if they're available, hey, can you check that document back in, or can you confirm this number is correct on this report? Use Instant Messenger. Use all the communication tools available. Number 7, make sure So make sure your to-line is accurate. It's very important that when you're replying to an email, or replying to a group email, or whatever it may be, only put in the to line the person or persons you are directing the email to. Don't just put everyone in an email, put it on the to line. Only the people that the message is directed to. Now, if you need people on the email for just informational purposes, put them as a CC. Don't get lazy, because it's important that you're respecting people's time and you're making your email efficient. By doing so, the people on the to line know they have something to do. The people on the CC line know that's not as urgent, in that, it's just an FYI for them. There's no action for them. Okay? Now, conversely to this, if you need someone to do something, do not just put it on the CC line. Put them up to the to line. If you're replying to something, if you're in an email chain with 3 other people, and 2 of those people were on the CC line and you need them to do something, copy and cut and paste them onto the to line so they know what to do. But make sure that if you're directing your email to someone and you need them to do something, if they're the star of your email, you need them to review, put them as a to line. Number 8. And by the way, once you get into that habit, people will know that if they're on the to line, they know from your emails that they need to do something. They're not just being plopped in there. So number 8, as my screen goes black, make sure your subject is accurate. Hopefully you can see my bad handwriting down here. Okay. Make sure your subject line is accurate. A big mistake people make is that, again, if you're involved in a big email string, and sometimes you get tossed in there, and you're talking about a project number, and then the chain goes to a different project number, but that subject line has the original project number or customer name or whatever. It's very confusing for people. They don't know what you're talking about. A subject line is for them to see. It's almost like a chapter title. You want to make sure it's aligned. So if you're involved in a email discussion and you are changing the subject, if you're changing the subject of the email, change the subject line. Make sure you do that, because it's very important. That's how the communication is just all bundled up and jumbled, and people don't know what we're talking about. And then that's when confusion happens, that's when wrong things happen, that's when wrong information gets communicated to other people. So ideally, those long email chains are a big no-no, which I just talked about. But if you're involved in one and you need to keep the integrity of the history of that message, change the subject line. When they review the email chain, they can see the other subject lines that were there. But make sure you're clear in your communication, your subject line is accurate. So I hope these 8 tips, again, there's 1,000 more email tips we could have done. I could have elaborated more on these, but these are important to give you an introduction about some 8 tips to becoming an email master. These are very, very important for you to follow to help your business. Again, this is improving through mentoring. So this will help your business run more efficiently by better email. So again, sign up for the mentoring program, the Improving Through Mentoring. There is a link in the description so you can sign up. Love to have new mentors, love to have new mentees, and love to help your business grow. Thank you and have a great day.